Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver. Another segment of Stay Right or Be Left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong, folks. Today I want to talk about the Democratic Party and all the confusion. You notice lately that you've been all tied up in knots and angry and frustrated. You try to talk to them and you never seem to even reach them. It's like grabbing hold to a greased beach ball. You just can't get a grip on it. No matter what you say and how you talk and how compassionate you are, it never gets through. I was a good Democrat. I was a great Democrat at Berkeley, a radical Democrat working for people who were socialists. I didn't even know they were socialists at the time. But I want to talk to you about Democrats, who they are, how their philosophy evolves, and how they look at you. I want to start by saying there's only two conclusions you can come to dealing with Democrats. There's only two results. One, you win. The second, you lose. There is zero compromising. You notice that Democrats always want you to compromise. They want you to find common ground with them. They don't find common ground with you. They want you not to offend them. And they certainly mind their goodness. They don't even consider your feelings when they talk about things. They don't mind offending you. They don't mind upsetting you. They don't mind attacking you, but they want you to attack them. They don't want you to be closed-minded, but they're very closed-minded. And they want you to compromise. You notice that when they ask for compromise, they want you to come closer to their point of view. You remember the hearing for Kavanaugh and Flake from Arizona had that last-minute compromise to delay the vote for 1 week. He compromised. That wasn't a compromise. That was surrender. What did he get for the compromise? You give something, the other person gives something. That's what a compromise is. So tell me, what did Flake get? What did Republicans get for delaying the vote for a week? He got more chaos, more name-calling, more pressure put on them. The Democrats did not compromise a bit, but they always want you to compromise on your belief systems. And now we're talking about impeachment. The story about impeachment is only to get you tied up in knots, to get you frustrated, arguing, and worried. Oh, they're going to impeach him. Oh, they're going to impeach him. In reality, once again, Democrats are just talking. They're just running their mouth. I was believing a few weeks ago that they really were going to go through with impeachment. They can. They have the votes to do that. But then I started thinking, that's not... Even Democrats, who are not stupid and dumb, folks, they can count heads. They know you got at least 20 newly elected Democrats in seats and districts that Trump won. Republicans in that district just did not show up to vote. It was midterm. They worked very hard to get Trump elected. They were tired and worn out, and they did not. And Democrats were energized. Trump with the impeachment and Russia collusion, and they worked and came out and voted. At least 20 districts are strongly held by Republican-thinking people. If you had a vote on impeachment, each one of those congressmen has to stand up and raise their hand and say, aye, and vote, impeach him. And they will lose their seats. Now, understand, Nancy Pelosi doesn't mind them losing their seats. She don't think that that's important to her. She lost a seat on Obamacare. She knew that she would lose control of Congress with Obamacare. They shoved it down our throats on Christmas Eve with no Republicans voting for it. And she knew that those moderate Democrats in those moderate districts will lose their moderate seats and she can get rid of them for a change. And she did, and now we got a very radical Democrat Congress, very far left, very far out of control, very far un-American, very far against our military, very pro-China, because Nancy has weeded out her resistance. Republicans on the side, we take care of our little rhino never-Trumpers in our party, and we let them stay in power, and they will vote against Trump in the Senate. Trust me, they will vote against Trump. But Democrats, I don't think it's going to bring us to a vote because they really think they can win after Trump leaves office, and they're going to keep their power if they can. Also, another reason for the impeachment. Matter of fact, I think the main reason for the impeachment is history. Democrats think long-term, folks. We think the next election cycle. Democrats know they control what your kids learn in school. They control what your children think is fair. They control what your children are afraid of. And 20 years from now, when your kids are grown and your grandkids go to school, they're going to be learning that Trump was a womanizer, Trump was a Russian agent, that Trump was guilty of doing all these crazy things, insane, stupid, dumb, that he colluded with Russia, that he tried to get Ukraine to work against the United States government. They're going to say that Trump was impeached. He was impeached because Congress finally fought back to this madman. Your kids are going to believe that. The Democrats believe your children are going to be taught that. This is why they're doing all this screaming now. They're doing it for history. They're going to rewrite history. They're doing it right now in front of you, rewriting history. Imagine in 20 years of public education and college education, they're going to make your kids think that Trump was crazy. But it's going to backfire. Relax, folks. We got this. Trump has already put quite a few judges in power now, lifetime appointments. He's going to get another Supreme Court justice. And they're going to go crazy. They're going to get loud and vicious. But we got this. To say, folks, I want you to understand my philosophy on this. To stay free, you have to accept the truth. You got to embrace the truth. You know the truth. You can't be shy about saying it and proclaiming it. You can't be embarrassed about what people will say about it. You have to be bold and explain the truth openly, publicly, and loudly, which is why I wear my hat. The truth. They want you to be shy, and that's why you see all the programs on TV about this hat causing folks to go crazy. It happens rarely. You got to be bold for the truth. That's in order to be free. To be a Democrat, you have to accept the lie. You have to accept, even though you know it's a lie, you got to chant it and protest so that the ones who are not thinking will also follow up with that and make that lie true to them. Democrats love the lie. And if you want to win against Democrats, you're going to have to be bold and stand up for the truth. If you don't do that, folks, Trump will lose. The truth must be proclaimed. It must be nourished. It must be fed. It must be encouraged. The truth will win if the truth is brought forth. Trump will lose. And also, Trump will lose if you are afraid of offending Democrats. If you try to break even, if you try not to upset Democrats, you cannot win this. You're going to upset them. They are offended by you. They are offended by your very presence. So therefore, let them be offended. You're not going to win over a Democrat by being nice to them. You're not going to win over a Democrat by trying to find common ground with them. You're not going to win them over. They may come to your side once they mature enough, but nothing out of your mouth is going to convince a Democrat to vote Republican or support your issues. They have to grow up or grow out of it. So, folks, that's my philosophy. I want you to join our organization, leavetheplantation.org. Sign up. We know they're going to play games at election cycle. We know they're going to mess with our social media. They're going to take us off. They did it last October before the last election. They're going to do it again. That was the practice. You know they're going to disconnect me from you like they've done before. So join our organization. Give us your email address. We can start emailing you things. I got a podcast we're putting together now. We got some things coming out, news, great news on my site. Look at my site now and go to that site, Leave the Plantation, and look at the news that you can get you won't get nowhere else. We're digging deep every day, trying to find things that you need to know to fight this battle coming up. This is a great battle, but we got the enemy right where we want them, directly in front of us. So let's get up, let's go win. This is Mason. Stay right or be left. God bless you. Take care.